And in other news tonight, first responders are still at the scene in rural Marin County where a gasoline tanker truck overturned this morning. KPIX 5's John Ramos tells us it's a road the truck should never have been using.
The tanker truck was heading to Point Reyes to make a delivery, and the driver decided to take windy Lucas Valley Road. Bad idea. Lucas Valley Road has a lot of hairpin turns, so they've posted signs saying trucks over 36 feet long are prohibited. When the 50-foot-long tanker reached this curve, there wasn't enough room to keep the rear tires on the road.
And the right side tires of the trailer end up going down the hill, pulling the whole truck with it, overturning in the process.
The driver escaped with a minor injury, but the overturned truck began leaking gasoline into the soil of the creek bed, causing an army of firefighters from throughout Marin County to respond.
That's holding approximately 6,700 gallons of fuel, 6,700 gallons. It's been contained within the vessel itself, which is a blessing on our side.
Officials believe a couple hundred gallons of fuel may have seeped out, and crews immediately began laying out plastic tarps downstream to create dams to capture and contain the spilled gas. State wildlife officials say most of it will evaporate, but it's possible some residual chemicals could still exist when the rains begin falling.
Once the situation is stabilized and we can get cleanup crews down into the creek, we'll establish cleanup endpoints. So basically it's a standard to where we want the spill to be cleaned up to.
Meanwhile, back up on the road, another gas truck arrived and hoses were attached to begin siphoning all the fuel from the overturned tanker. Then comes the delicate process of pulling the whole thing back up onto the road, an operation they say will take hours.
It's technical from a wrecker's position of having to remove a large vehicle like that, and then the hazards don't end until we all go home safely.
Fish and Game says once this has been removed, they'll have to figure out how much was actually spilled and how feasible it is to remove any of the contaminated dirt. In Marin County, John Ramos, KPIX 5.
Lucas Valley Road will be closed until the operation's completed. There's no word yet from the CHP about whether the truck driver will be cited for the accident.